For the past few weeks we've been too busy to put a video together.
But we have been collecting material and now we're putting it together, aren't we?
We are. This time it's not just about us, but this time there's material we've collected from the TV too.
Like many, we've been trying our hands at growing more of our own stuff.
With the easing of lockdown we've finally got out on a nature walk.
Oh. Barbara's been up to her tricks again, by the way. Just look at this.
Oh no, I've burnt them.
What? Look. Oh, stuff wasted. Oh, what's the point? Don't you know how to use that timer on Alexa?
Silly devil.
Why?
The chocolate!
Oh, you've done it on me again! Oh, I don't like this. You're always pulling my leg.
Good. You can have one if you want. On TV we got fed up of questions and answers on COVID-19.
We might expect some odd questions from the public, but all too often we got dubious answers from the so-called experts. Look at this.
David Bennett asks, Mark, why do some people refer to coronavirus and some call it COVID-19?
Very simple. Coronavirus is the virus and COVID-19 is the name of the disease. It's a bit like HIV and AIDS. HIV is the virus that causes AIDS.
When we buy something, because of an advert, we normally expect to get what we see.
Yes, that's true, Barbara. I couldn't agree more there. But of course, sometimes the small print on the screen covers the fact that you won't get what you see. Look at this. Sony advertises games for the PS4. Not actual gameplay, it says, at the subtitling at the bottom of the screen. So what you see isn't what you get. So what you see isn't what you get. Imagine that for sofas. Here's an example of a sofa you can order. But when you get it, it won't be the same. Wow, imagine if SCS did that.
There's a great double discount on this sofa, $379, but it must end Monday. And on this one, down to just $499. Thank you for being a couch ninja. SCS, Sofa Carpet Specialist. Sponsors of Ninja Warrior.
Oh, look at that advert. It looks as though you get something extra with your sofa. Was that dust?
Thank you for being a couch ninja.
If so, better get a deep clean at SCS. What about ordering a Dyson?
Deep cleaning is important in helping you create a cleaner home.
So before you buy your next vacuum, ask yourself, does it provide 185 air watts of suction power? Do cyclones generate 79,000 G to capture fine dust particles?
On the 17th of June, it was one of those fabulous sunny days. Those sunny days we enjoyed almost throughout June.
We went on a nature walk. Nature has made its own garden. Along the old railway track at Lower Moor at Bradford. And in June, mid-June, many of these flowers were at their best. And all this to the accompaniment of bird song. Look at this. Oh, look at the teasels. They're all big. Hello?
Hello?
Eventually, the remains of the buildings were demolished and covered with landfill. This track goes over the top of the site. there's a monument to those brave firefighters who died, to be seen at West Yorkshire Fire and Rescue Service at Birkenshaw.
It seems English spelling is not a strong point of some sign writer in Wales, judging by the picture we saw on TV.
What we decided to do is see what it would be like if we took the sign literally. So here is the bit of fun we poked at it.
We thought we wouldn't go abroad this year, we decided to visit Wales. So we are both ready for our social distancing in Wales.
To enable us to comply with their parks regulations, we have visited loads of scrapyards to no avail, and we finally got assistance from an electric company. And here's a short video of when we were practicing. Is that okay then?
Yeah, that's okay, as long as we're obeying the instructions on the sign.
All right. Good.
Here is the sign.
And here are the 2 meters. Anyway, since, we've heard, it was actually a spelling mistake anyway. We thought that sign writer needs to go back to school. Then we saw an item on the TV news of a head of a school explaining what would happen when they reopened. Behind him was a sign with the same spelling mistake. Then I thought, perhaps the school is in special measures. Dear me.
When shops were able to open again in England, BBC TV sent a reporter to Cheshire Oaks Retail Park to show the opening live.
Yeah. And then Keygate started unfolding. Just watch this.
Excellent. Anything for you at all at any point?
Not really. No, today's about him.
Always the way. And how are you feeling generally about going shopping again?
Yeah, obviously we've both come with masks, and we're just going to be very careful. And I think, to be fair, we're not going to be here all day. It's just get what he wants to get and get home again.
Back in the car, because actually I think they're just about to open the barriers now. So
thank you.
Yeah, good luck with all of that. So there you go, it is starting. We're going to walk back on there. Safe to be this morning as the barriers just start to open. This is going to be a scene now for quite a lot of people. A lot of money going to be spent today, you imagine, compared to the last few weeks. Maybe a few people thinking they're not going to be going online as much and looking to do. At the end of the day, it's something a little bit different, isn't it? It's something a little bit different. And yeah, look, there is the moment. Oh, no pressure, but you've got to find the right key, haven't you? It's okay, don't worry. You've still got plenty of space back at the roundabout. But the idea is on this car park over the rest of today is that half of the spaces are going to be available and half won't be. That's to try. That's to try and manage all of the queues that are going to be expected around here. So there'll be car park management, and then right around all the stores, there's barriers directing people where to queue up. And there's a lot of excitement. People are really happy to be opening their businesses again, and obviously some shoppers are happy to be spending again.
Sean, I've got to ask you about key gates. I mean, what is happening there? Has the fellow with the key now gone off to try and find the real key?
This has been escalated, I think. Yeah, they're all pretty calm now, because this is actually earlier than I think a lot of them were expecting to have to open up at the minute. If that's the case, I might start doing a bit of redirecting myself. I can't remember how I got in this morning. There must be a key somewhere.
Sure,
so
you're
I haven't got it, have I?
That's the ultimate. You wait for 3 months to open a gate, you open the gate and then you can't find the right key. Nightmare scenario. Thank you very much for that, Sean. Hopefully
not only that, can't find the right key live on television.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I know when we showed the Primark pictures earlier, I know people are sort of thinking what on earth is going on, but as Sean was making there, he's speaking to some of those people in the queue. If you haven't been able to do much for such a long time, it's a big moment, isn't it?
Well, I was passing the TV one Sunday a couple of weeks ago when I heard Rishi Sunak saying he was the Prime Minister. Yeah, he was saying he was the Prime Minister. Well, that's what I thought I heard him say anyway. Just listen to this.
Whether it's me, the Prime Minister. Whether it's me, the Prime Minister.
Time for one final question. Would Chris Whitty and Patrick Vallance have to agree before you relax the 2-metre rule?
I think Chris Whitty and Patrick Vallance throughout all of this have provided advice to ministers, and ultimately it is for ministers, whether it's me, the Prime Minister, the Health Secretary and others, we are the people that are elected to make decisions in this country.
In June we had strawberries and raspberries from the garden. And on the 6th of July it was time for another harvest.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Garden Varieties presents full-flavoured, full-bodied nectarious pecan horticulturalism. I refer, of course, to the garden. Well, I thought we were going to get some early tomatoes this year until someone switched the sunshine off. Let's have a look around the back garden. Yes, everything seems okay there. So let's have a look at the crop section up at the top. For starters, we won't be making wine from the Chilean wine palm. To do so requires killing the tree. No wonder they are endangered in the wild. The potatoes were planted late, but the potatoes are catching up. And the French beans are flowering. I'm really looking forward to eating some of those raspberries tonight. Rhubarb has recovered after a setback, being too dry by the end of May. And the peas are ready for picking, so they weren't too close together after all.
Lockdown started just at the right time to prepare for crops growing in the home garden, using just a little space at the top of the garden, but it's worth the effort.
Okay, pass me one then, Barb.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have 1, 2.
1, 2, 3.
I might. 1, 2. You said it, Rod. 3.
The taste of fresh peas, nothing like it.
There certainly isn't. Beautiful.
Fresh as the moment when the pod went pop, as birds I used to say.
Gorgeous, John.
Here, greedy beggar, let me have another.
I'm not greedy. Oh, I've got these little ones. These are smaller than them.
Oh, don't pick little one, one will get a little bit bigger. The smaller they are, the better tastier.
Beautiful. There we are.
Well, we said in the summer we'd be up here. We could have a few drinks and have a few peas, and here we are. We're having a few peas now. Wow, lovely those.
Gorgeous.
More strawberries are ripening. I planted this long tall Texan native here many years ago, and it's been quite at home ever since. Well, you've seen where we grow food at the top of the garden, but you know, we don't just grow food for ourselves or just for humans. These insects are loving these sedums. They provide a spectacle of colour for us and food for the bees and hoverflies. You can tell they're enjoying themselves, gorging on the ample nectar inside these flowers. There are also buddleias, butterfly bushes that is, for the butterflies, but today they're not around. I think it's too windy for them. I absolutely love to watch these insects so busy. Just look at the spectacular markings on this hoverfly. There are bees with distinctly different markings, meaning that we've got several different species of bees visiting here. I could watch them for hours, putting on this show. And there they are. They never say thank you. They don't know we're growing them for them as well. But they do reward us in another way. What a spectacular show it is as they fly in and out. Look at this. The orange Acrimacarpus is growing up the purple salvia, and the purple salvia is trying to outgrow it. Remember the alliums in flower a couple of months ago? Now see their magnificent seed heads. And as I say, I'm back here harvesting these lovely raspberries. And what's more, I'm going to speed things up. They're washed and ready to enjoy. Well, see what they're like.
Very nice. Lovely, in fact.
Yeah. Just a little bit of home produce, eh?
Gorgeous.
No cream. We've got it in yoghurt, haven't we?
In yoghurt.
Yeah.
Very good for us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's turned from natural yoghurt into raspberry yoghurt.
Yeah. The real thing.
Okay. Well, cheers, everybody. Happy raspberries. Right, shall we give them all a happy raspberry? Continuing the garden theme, for the last few weeks, we've had 2 frogs in the garden pond.
Just love these frogs. Look out for them every day.
Yes, and so do I. 2 frogs have been resident in the pond for weeks now. This one we can get a picture of. The other one is camera shy, dives out of the way every time.
One of the results of lockdown is seeing so many celebrities speaking from rooms in their homes.
Yes. In fact, here's Ben Price, Corrie's Nick Tilsley, speaking. Sorry, large parts of the interview seem to have gone missing. Anyway, here it is.
You know, that is hard, and that's hard, isn't it? It's been hard.
Do you think it's harder for us to come out of it than it was for us to go into it?
And maybe for a flash, for there, and you've seen me now.
Is there going to be a moment where we'll spot the join between what you looked like before and what you look like after?
Just see the photo there, and you've seen me now. So maybe there will be, but I think the audience are forgiving. They understand. We've all gone through it, and maybe for a flash, for one scene or those episodes, and then it will move on into its own reality. I really think that. I think the audience and a lot of people talking to me about how much they wanted Coronation Street to come back, and it's important for
It's so important.
It's a little bit of
everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Lovely to talk to you. Coronation Street continues with.
Since we discovered a way to upcycle toilet paper into sandpaper, we have been inundated with inquiries as to whether we have a website. A website to show how to upcycle, advice, and whether exchanges, selling upcycled goods, etc. can be included. Well, it all seems a good idea, but I have to say no. We haven't. So many people came back to us, many with suggestions, mostly telling us to do one. Well, if we do a website, we'll need a domain name. Any ideas, Barbara? Something short and simple to remember.
What about up yours?
Hey, that's a good idea. I'll go and check whether that's available. Well, I've been to check. Thing is, upyours.com is not available.
Oh.
So we'll not use up yours, but the domain registration did have a suggestion. So I've come away with one that I've registered. Do you know what it is?
No.
Up yours too.
Oh.
So now, if any clever clogs tell us to do one, we just say, up yours too. New people are going to move in next door. They're having electrical work and plastering done before they move in. Well, the plasterers were there yesterday, and when they were getting rid of their old plaster, they threw it away, but with such gusto that it came through shrubs and into our garden. Look at this. Anyway, I reported it to the lady today, and she said she would tell the plasterer. Well, later the plasterer came round to apologise. That's good of him, isn't it? And then away he went. And look at this. It looked like the dance steps for a foxtrot. This is what he left behind. Anyway, it reminded Barbara of a rhyme that she knows. She'll tell you it now. What is it, Barb?
Donald Duck did some muck behind the kitchen door. Daisy Duck cleaned it up, and Donald did some more.
That's it. Cleaned up and done some more. Wonderful. Only thing is, it was I who cleared up both lots of plaster. Anyway, there we are. That's life. C'est la vie. See you later. What's next, Barb?
All through lockdown we've been making bread. This is a malted sultana, currant and apricot loaf.
Yeah, looks good. You've seen us loafing on the sofa before, but this time it's something very fruity.
I'm going to enjoy something very fruity on the sofa.
Whoa! Right, I'm all prepared, Barbara, are you?
Yes.
All prepared for this, eh?
Looking forward
Something
to it.
fruity? Ah,
Oh,
yes, well,
thank
we
you.
ready for this, eh?
I'm very ready.
Oh. Wow. We've got fruity enough for you.
It's just right.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Oh, a little
Just
bit
how-
dropped out.
Oh. Eh? Wow. Ooh. Wow. Oh. Oh, is that camera still on? Oh.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, get switched off quick.
Ooh. I don't know where Rod is. I think he's on the pull again.
I promised Barb I'd come up here and pull some rhubarb for her to make a crumble with later. She doesn't know I've come up here to do it already.
I'm just about to put the crumble topping on the rhubarb. bit of sugar just to make it a bit crisper on the top. Ooh, not much. There we are. It's going back in the oven. It's ready. Rhubarb crumble.
Yeah, that sure looks nice. Look forward to eating it.
With custard.